In the grand tapestry of history, there are moments that define the course of nations, moments that echo through the ages, shaping the lives of countless individuals. One such moment unfolded in the corridors of power, where the decisions of a single leader could ripple across continents. This is a tale of resolve, of negotiation, and of a man who dared to confront a complex issue head-on. The story of Donald Trump and his audacious push to address the crisis of illegal migration from Colombia. In the heart of the Americas lies Colombia, a country rich in culture and spirit, yet burdened by challenges that have driven many of its citizens to seek refuge and opportunity beyond its borders. The journey of these migrants is not merely a quest for a better life. It is a testament to human resilience, a pursuit fraught with peril and uncertainty. As they traverse treacherous paths, crossing borders and facing the unknown, their stories intertwine with the fabric of nations, including the United States. Enter Donald Trump, a figure who, whether you admire him or not, cannot be dismissed as anything less than a force of nature. His presidency was marked by an unyielding commitment to what he saw as the sanctity of American sovereignty. With a boldness that ignited both fervent support and fierce opposition, Trump approached the issue of illegal immigration with an iron will. He understood that the challenges posed by migration were not solely a matter of policy. They were a matter of national identity, security, and the very essence of what it meant to be American. As he took office, the influx of migrants from Central and South America surged, and the situation reached a critical juncture. The southern border became a focal point of contention, a battleground where the ideals of compassion clashed with the imperatives of law and order. In this complex landscape, Trump recognized that the solution would not be found solely within the borders of the United States. It would require a concerted effort, a diplomatic overture to the nations from which these migrants hailed. Colombia, with its rich history of migration and its own set of challenges, became a pivotal player in this narrative. Trump, armed with a vision for a stronger America, set his sights on engaging Colombian leaders. He understood that to stem the tide of illegal migration, it was essential not only to secure the border, but also to address the root causes that compelled individuals to leave their homeland. This was not just about politics, it was about people, families, and the dreams they carried in their hearts. In a series of high-stakes discussions, Trump sought to forge a partnership with Colombia. His approach was direct, unvarnished, and at times controversial. He pressed Colombian officials to take responsibility for their citizens, urging them to create conditions that would allow individuals to thrive within their own borders. It was a call to action, a challenge to the Colombian government to rise to the occasion and provide hope where despair had taken root. Critics of Trump often painted his approach as heavy-handed, but within the realm of diplomacy, there is a delicate balance between persuasion and pressure. The stakes were high and the urgency palpable. The United States, under Trump's leadership, was grappling with an unprecedented humanitarian crisis, and the need for a solution was more pressing than ever. In this context, his insistence on accountability from Colombia was not merely a political maneuver. It was a strategic imperative. As the dialogue unfolded, Trump's message resonated with clarity. Colombia must reclaim its citizens, not just for the sake of American borders, but for the sake of its own future. He called for investments in education, job creation, and security, fundamental pillars that would empower Colombians to build their lives at home rather than embarking on perilous journeys northward. It was a vision of hope, a rallying cry for a nation to rise up and reclaim its narrative. Yet, as with any bold initiative, the path was fraught with challenges. There were skeptics within Colombia, voices that questioned whether the government could rise to the occasion, whether the resources existed to effect meaningful change. But Trump, undeterred by the naysayers, continued to push for a partnership built on mutual respect and shared responsibility. He understood that true leadership requires not only vision, but also the courage to confront uncomfortable truths. In the months that followed, the fruits of this diplomatic engagement began to emerge. Colombia, spurred by the urgency of the moment, took steps to address the underlying issues driving migration. Programs aimed at economic development and social stability were initiated, creating a ripple effect that would resonate throughout the region. The collaboration between the United States and Colombia became a model of how countries could work together to tackle complex challenges, proving that even in the face of adversity, there is always a path forward. As we reflect on this chapter of history, it is essential to recognize the human element at the heart of this narrative. Behind every statistic and every policy decision, there are real people, mothers and fathers, children and grandparents, whose lives are shaped by the choices made in the halls of power. The migrants who sought a better life were not faceless figures. They were individuals with dreams, aspirations, and the innate desire for dignity. Trump's push for Colombia to take back its migrants was not merely about enforcing borders. It was about recognizing the dignity of every human being. It was a call for nations to take responsibility for their citizens, to create environments where individuals could thrive without the need to flee. In this sense, the story transcends politics. It becomes a testament to the power of leadership, the potential for collaboration, and the enduring spirit of humanity. In the end, the tale of Donald Trump's engagement with Colombia is one of complexity and nuance. It is a reminder that the challenges of migration are not easily solved, nor are they confined to borders. They require a multifaceted approach, one that encompasses diplomacy, compassion, and a commitment to the well-being of all people. The legacy of this moment will be felt for generations to come, shaping the future of both Colombia and the United States. As we look to the horizon, let us remember that in the face of adversity, there lies an opportunity for greatness. The courage to confront challenges, the willingness to engage in dialogue, and the resolve to seek solutions are the hallmarks of true leadership. And in this narrative, we find not just a story of politics, but a story of hope. Hope for a future where nations work together, where the dreams of individuals are honored, and where the spirit of humanity prevails. This is the legacy of a moment in time, a moment when one man dared to challenge the status quo, to forge a path toward a brighter future. The story of Donald Trump and Colombia is not just a chapter in history. It is an epic tale of resilience, responsibility, and the enduring quest for a better world. As we continue to navigate the complexities of our global landscape, let us carry forward the lessons learned from this journey, for within them lies the promise of a more compassionate and united humanity.